Climbing to the highest peak of Mount Everest would be impossible without the immense role of the Sherpa people. They play a crucial role in preparing climbing routes, carrying climbers' equipment, and guiding expeditions to ensure climbers can safely reach the summit. Sherpas are said to be 5 times stronger than ordinary humans. They are capable of carrying loads weighing up to 50 kilograms toward Everest's steep, snowy summit. They are truly heroes for climbers. In fact, a Sherpa once carried a Malaysian climber suffering from hypothermia and near death, descending a steep, snowy route for 6 hours until reaching base camp. The Sherpa people are the hidden figures behind the success of every Everest summit. At an altitude of around 3,000 meters in the Solukhumbu region of Nepal, Sherpa villages are scattered throughout the valleys at the foothills of Mount Everest. The Sherpa originally came from Tibet and migrated to Nepal about 500 years ago, searching for new land to settle. Initially, they lived as farmers and yak herders. However, since the early 20th century, when European expeditions to Everest became more common, many Sherpas shifted professions to become mountain guides. They are the greatest and strongest climbers in the world. The Sherpa's excellence as mountain guides has made the word Sherpa commonly used elsewhere to mean a guide. The secret to Sherpa strength lies in their DNA. Research has found that Sherpas possess a mutation in the EPAS1 gene, allowing their bodies to use oxygen more efficiently at high altitudes. As a result, they can function normally at elevations where other climbers struggle with hypoxia or oxygen deficiency. Sherpas also do not experience excessive red blood cell production, keeping their blood thinner and flowing smoothly even in freezing temperatures. This helps them stay focused and energetic without the risk of altitude sickness. From a young age, Sherpas are accustomed to living in the mountains, hiking hills, carrying heavy loads, and enduring thin air. This lifestyle gives them exceptional muscle strength, high endurance, and perfect balance. But it's not just physical strength that makes them extraordinary. Their mentality is equally remarkable. Mountains are considered sacred in their culture, so they climb with calmness and deep spiritual conviction. In addition to strength, Sherpas are experts in navigation and survival on Everest. They open routes, install ladders and ropes, and transport supplies for climbers. Without Sherpas, many Everest expeditions would never succeed. The Sherpa people are also known as yak herders. Yaks are large cattle native to the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau, capable of surviving temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius and living at altitudes above 4,000 meters. For Sherpas, yaks play a vital role in every aspect of life. Their thick fur is used to make warm clothing and tents. Yak milk is processed into butter and cheese, becoming a primary source of nutrition in regions with limited food resources. Even yak dung is used as fuel for cooking and heating homes, replacing firewood that is scarce at high altitudes. However, the yak's greatest role is as a powerful pack animal. Just as horses are to cowboys or camels to desert travelers, yaks are the backbone of Himalayan mountain routes. With strong bodies and sturdy legs, they can carry loads up to 100 kilograms across narrow, rocky, and snowy paths impossible for modern vehicles to traverse. In Everest expeditions, yaks serve as the backbone of logistics, transporting equipment, food supplies, and tents from villages to base camp. Their resilience to thin air and extreme cold makes them the most reliable companions in the world above the clouds. To Sherpas, yaks are not merely animals. They are guardians of tradition, sources of life, and loyal partners in conquering the world's highest mountains. The history of Sherpa-guided European expeditions to Everest spans many decades. Since the 1920s, European explorers assisted by Sherpas attempted to conquer the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, rising 8,848 meters above sea level. However, these attempts repeatedly failed because Everest was simply too wild to climb. Over 30 years of attempts, 15 Sherpas and European climbers lost their lives due to avalanches, exhaustion, hypothermia, and oxygen deprivation. At the time, Everest was extremely isolated, making logistics difficult to transport. Additionally, Everest's climate was unpredictable, with frequent snowstorms, avalanches, and extreme cold reaching -60 degrees Celsius. The most dangerous zone lies above 7,000 meters, where air pressure drops sharply and oxygen becomes scarce. This region is known as the death zone. In this zone, breathing and heart rate increase, digestion is disrupted, appetite disappears, dizziness occurs, and sleep becomes difficult due to lack of oxygen. This is the primary cause of hundreds of deaths on Everest. Finally, on May 29, 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary of New Zealand and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa guide, made history as the first humans to reach the summit of Mount Everest. This ascent was part of a British expedition led by John Hunt and supported by the Royal Geographical Society and the Alpine Club. After weeks of preparation and battling extreme weather and treacherous terrain, Hillary and Tenzing departed from the final camp at 8,500 meters. They faced a major obstacle at the Hillary Step, a steep rock face blocking the route to the summit. Through skill and determination, they overcame it. At precisely 11:30 a.m., they stood on the highest point on Earth. They documented the moment with photographs. As a sign of respect, Tenzing left a food offering, while Hillary placed a small cross. After 15 minutes at the summit, they safely descended, bringing news of victory that inspired the world. Upon their return, Hillary and his team were hailed as heroes. Queen Elizabeth II knighted Edmund Hillary for his achievement. Meanwhile, Tenzing Norgay, also celebrated as a national hero, remained humble and emphasized that the success was the result of teamwork. Guiding Everest expeditions is one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. However, for Sherpas, it is considered worthwhile due to the high compensation. In a single expedition, a Sherpa can earn between 100 and 300 million Indonesian rupiah, depending on agreements, load carry, and the expedition's final goal. This does not include bonuses. One expedition can last up to 2 months, meaning Sherpas usually climb only once or twice per year. It's important to note that a single Everest ascent requires the support of 10 to 20 Sherpas, making the expedition extremely expensive. The journey begins at Everest Base Camp, located at 5,364 meters above sea level. Here, Sherpas prepare all logistical needs, including food, fuel, oxygen tanks, and medical supplies. Every detail must be carefully calculated because at extreme altitudes, even a small shortage can be fatal. Climbers usually spend several days here acclimatizing before moving higher. Before departing, Sherpas and climbers perform a puja ritual to seek protection from mountain deities. Led by a lama or monk, incense is burned, prayer flags are raised, and food is offered to the mountain spirits. After the prayers, they dance together to welcome the expedition with joy. Once the ritual ends, Sherpas begin their respective tasks. Icefall doctors open routes through the Khumbu icefall by installing ladders and safety ropes. High-altitude porters carry critical supplies such as oxygen tanks, tents, and food between camps. Sherpa guides accompany climbers, ensuring safety and monitoring health conditions. The most challenging stage is the ascent to Camp 4, also known as the Death Zone. Since 1920, more than 300 climbers have died on Everest, and around 200 bodies remain frozen on the mountain due to the difficulty and cost of recovery. With Sherpa support, climbers continue pushing forward. At 8,848.86 meters, the roof of the world is finally reached. But for Sherpas, the summit is not the end. They must still ensure everyone returns safely. One of the most heroic stories involves a Malaysian climber rescued from hypothermia in the death zone. He was found in critical condition by Gelye Sherpa, who chose to abandon his summit attempt to save a life. Together with another Sherpa, they carried him through extreme terrain for hours, until he could be evacuated. Later, Gelye stated that this rescue was the hardest of his career, but saving a life mattered more than reaching the summit. From the Sherpa's struggle, we learn that when a climber stands atop Everest, the victory is not theirs alone. It also belongs to the Sherpas. They are not just guides, but guardians, rescuers, and the very soul of every Everest expedition. Thank you, Sherpa. You are the heroes who live on the roof of the world.